And now for our disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed by the guest panelists and or presenters do not reflect the views or opinions of Delta Research and Educational Foundation, DREF. DREF Research Matters for All of Us, the NIH All of Us Research Program, or any of these organizations' affiliates. And now, I am so pleased to present to you our presenters for this evening. Our first speaker, and you must forgive me, you are going to have to introduce yourselves because I could not find my introduction right now. Our first speaker is Miss Gina Grant. I have gotten to know her more and more over the last week, and she is a delight. She is passionate about HIV/AIDS advocacy. She loves on this community, and they are doing so many great things in this community right now. Just talking to her, I learned so much. I thought that I was aware as a social worker, but she showed me that I still have a lot to learn. And she touched on some programs that I would love to bring to the founder of Real Talk with Gina Grant. And I promise you, you will hear some real talk tonight if you are open and ready to hear it and speak on it. And she is accompanied by Miss Alicia Trammell McIntyre. Miss Alicia, this is my first time meeting her in person. However, she has a positive reputation in the community. Trust me, when I was talking about HIV/AIDS advocacy, her name popped up several times. So I know that we are in the presence of great company. She is a member of Positive People Network, and their program is Prep Up Sis, where they are going around and they are talking to us about the PrEP. You may hear the commercials on television, and sometimes you might look at it and say, oh, well, that might not be for us. But tonight, I promise you that you might feel that it might be for us. And if not for us, for somebody that you know and love, and you can go out and share the information about this new medication that is just changing the trajectory of those that are at risk of HIV/AIDS and living with HIV/AIDS. And I'm going to be quiet and let them have the stage on tonight. I welcome Miss Gina Grant and Miss Alicia Trammell McIntyre.
Wait a minute. Hello, everybody. Can y'all hear me? Sorry, guys. We are trying to work on our lighting and everything else. How is everybody doing tonight? Hello, hello, hello.
Good evening.
So my name is Gina Grant, and I am the youth director with Positive People Network. Can y'all hear me? So I am the youth director with Positive People Network. I also have my own consulting company called Real Talk with Gina Grant. We are a part of the collective under Positive People Network. And all that means is that everyone that is a part of Positive People Network also has some other type of advocacy that they're doing in the community. And that's why we call it the collective. Tonight, we want to show a movie, and we want to get your feedback on it. I want to let my partner in crime, Miss Alicia Trammell, speak real quick. I think she was going to show a little quick video. Are you still going to do that, sis?
Are we doing the 90 days first? You can do that last.
Which one you doing last? Okay, so you want to introduce yourself first before we show the movie?
Good evening, everyone. I am Alicia Trammell McIntyre, founder of Positive People Network, advocate for HIV and AIDS, and all-around community support service worker. When you're in this field, you can't just have one service that you take care of. So, founded Positive People Network in 2019, and when I say when it's your time, it's your time. Every step from then till moving forward now, we incorporated 501c3, and we were one of the organizations that got the grassroots grants with the health department to talk about Prep Up Sis with cisgender Black women. So that's our initiative that we do in the community. It's We go to different salons, but we put our little spin on it. So imagine this: 9 women, Black women, Black, beautiful cisgender women, talking to a room of cisgender Black women who, with all of us, we're living with HIV. And they don't know that until we start talking. So the beauty of the program is we educate, we empower, we motivate, we have home test kits to distribute if the ladies want them. And we also have someone on site doing tests. We understand that people are uncomfortable with testing. You know, you see the vans on the road giving away free tests, and people rarely go up to them. They see them, and actually, I've seen somebody driving by a van doing like this, like they're gonna see them. So the stigma is so real, and that's what we're about. Women living positively and ending stigmas, reducing fears, diminishing isolation, and just having a better quality of life for people living with HIV. And life choices and consequences, we all know that because we make them every day. So our choice is to, personally for me, my choice is 21 years ago when I was first diagnosed, I didn't have many resources. I was afraid I didn't know if I would live or die. As most of us 21 years ago, all we knew HIV to be was either a gay man's disease, or it doesn't affect us because we're women, or we don't sleep around, or we don't do whatever risk factors that people think don't affect them. So I'm gonna set the record straight today and moving forward. Here it is. Want to hear it? Let me tell you. The only risk factor to catching HIV, you ready for it? Unprotected sex. You know who has unprotected sex? Married people, people in a monogamous relationship, seasoned older people who, if you know, like I know, figure that well, I'm too old, I'm in menopause, I can't have a baby. Well, baby, there's something out there a whole lot worse than a baby. So that's just how you see us now, open and bubbly. We live and thriving, and that's what when we're doing our education and awareness, that's what we bring forth. We're not gloomy or victims or, oh, woe is me. None of that. We're living probably better than most people because we're living in our truth. And that is freedom in itself. So personally, me, you put a ring on it, y'all. I got married during COVID. So absolutely. And we let people know that there is love after diagnosis. Our motto is there is life after diagnosis. So who you were before your diagnosis, you're still that person afterward. It's just, you have a different way of living, medication once a day appear, thank you God, because it was 10 at one point. And just moving forward, being your unapologetically beautiful, phenomenal self. Yes. Yeah, we got to be the happiest people on the planet. And it shows. It does. So we have a film, our Purpose This initiative, we started it out before we even got funded to do it. We started it out in beauty salons, just going around talking, you know, the men have their barbershops, they talk about who knows what, probably the same thing we talk about. They talk about us, we talk about them. And just educating about HIV, annuals, mammograms, pap smears, all the annuals, self-love, baby, that one is the tearjerker. Because you would never know how many women have never been told that they're beautiful. And when you say it to them, they'll shy away and like, she couldn't be talking to me. She's beautiful. She telling me I'm beautiful. Yes, you're beautiful. We all are beautiful in our own way. And affirmations are just that, the little teacups nuggets to keep us through the day. So when we meet people, it's like, hello, beautiful. If we can't do anything else with someone, say hello, beautiful, and watch the smile you get. And you will change the person's whole day. Imagine someone having a bad day, coming from wherever, and just rah, rah, rah. Oh, and you just passing by them. No, don't say nothing. Just, hey, beautiful, how you doing, girl? You looking good. We got to get back to that. That sisterhood, that love and support on each other. You don't have to know anybody to do that. That one little thing can change a person's life, can turn any situation around, and can just be a welcome piece of love. So the word for the day before we go is love. Spread it, receive it, and just woo, love, love, love. So the film we're going to show is called 90 Days, and it's the film that we show in our Prep Up Sis events. And it's definitely a conversation starter. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Do I have access to screen share, lady? Yes, ma'am. Okay, here we go. Bear with me a moment, guys. Right here. Okay. It's here. Coming up. Participants can see here. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. Going kind of slow. It's all right. We're going to work it out, y'all. It's technology. So let me know if you can hear it. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to go here and share the sound.
Enough of that. Your turn, Jess. Come on.
Can you guys hear it?
Oh, go ahead, baby. Another heart.
Don't point out the plan.
Listen. Be gentle.
Let's go easy. Let's go easy, all right?
Come on, baby. Come on.
My drink. What?
So an easy one. When you were a kid, what do you want to be when you grow up?
No, that is too easy.
Kyle, hush.
All right.
I'm
tell
going
it
to
all.
answer this one.
Tell it all, boo. Go ahead, baby.
I wanted to be a bride.
A bride?
Wow.
Miss Power CEO, a bride? My shero? A bride? Oh my
Yeah.
Wow.
A bride.
Well, at least you went for your MBA and not your MRS.
Right? Okay, I've had enough of this. Who wants some more wine?
Hold on, calm the phone, please. I thought you were going to get drinks, baby.
Hey,
Hey,
where you going?
running with Quinn. Happy 90 days.
Happy 90 days. Don't go.
Don't start what you can't finish.
Taylor,
Yeah,
I love you.
I love you too. I'll see you tonight.
T, you late for something, man?
Come on, man. You
Slow
always
down.
asking me to run, I'm running.
Can we get a little warm up, man?
That was a warm up, baby. Let's go. Look at this. Beautiful. I don't care what anybody says. LA is great.
Yeah, if you like traffic and plastic.
Oh, hey, it's been good to you.
Yeah, it's all right. I just think you're extra excited because stupid 90 days are up. You're finally about to get a piece.
Not always about the P, Q.
It kind of is, though. You know? It kind of is.
Yeah, that's our break. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Girl, you got any peppers in here?
Yes, in the fridge.
What did...
What?
Doing too much.
What? It's a big day.
You're at home. You don't want to seem pressed, girl. Next.
I just hope I'm doing the right thing.
One conversation at a time. Right now, next dress.
All right.
How many more you got back there?
I don't know.
You don't want to get married, have any kids?
Nah, man, that shit never works out anyway.
Because I met the right girl.
Like, there is no right girl, all right? They all have issues. And the next thing you know, you're gonna be seeing your kids pop up on Instagram making nice with Russell Wilson. So, just chill.
I just want what my parents had.
Your parents have been married 30 years because it was a different time, man, different life.
Well, Jessica's different, you know that.
I guarantee you she has issues too.
She actually took the time to get to know me, man. Not my job or credit report, but me. My dreams, things I'm scared of, deep shit. She actually knows my favorite color. I bet you don't even know my favorite color.
Of course I know your favorite color.
Okay.
Look, I'm not your woman.
Yes, honey.
No, honey.
What?
Maybe if we were selling it.
This is leger.
More like negligee. Girl, you was getting on my nerve.
I'm trying.
Next.
So I guess you got a ring and all that?
All our boys propose within what? 6 months, a year tops?
Yeah.
But they start talking about it when? First, second date.
Yeah, to us,
We're not gonna elope or do nothing crazy like that.
nothing crazy like that.
Q, she is Mrs. White. I've known her since I met her. Why wait?
For the same reason she made you wait. You don't know her.
I know enough. And I'm gonna need you to have my back on this.
Just know if she turns out to be psycho, I will have your mama mess her up. Trust me.
Yes, honey, just enough.
Thank you. That smells great, by the way.
Now, that's what you should be worried about, that man thinking that you can cook.
Ha! One conversation at a time.
Hey, cold feet,
How did you know?
because I'm your mother. So tell Mama what's going on.
I was just thinking about what Q said earlier. I mean, it has only been 3 months.
That knucklehead can hardly pee straight. What do you say?
I love her.
Well, okay, there you have it.
But, Mama.
Taylor, your father would have married me after our first date. When a man knows, he knows. And you are a level-headed, amazing man. Your mother raised you right. I wasn't feeling none of them other ones that you brought around here, but Jessica is a wonderful woman.
So trust your heart and your head.
But I don't know everything about her, Ma.
Oh, you never will. I've been married for 31 years, and I'm still finding out crazy, nonsense things about your father, but none of it changes how I feel about him. Now, you said you love her. Do you love her?
Yeah.
Taylor, do you love her?
Yes.
Then man up. The rest you're gonna have to figure out as you go along anyway.
Plus, I want some grandchildren up and through here before I get too old.
Oh, young people kill me. Wait until her eggs are fried and your swimmers need paddleboards.
Bye, Mama.
Bye, baby. I'm so happy for you two. Well, that's if she says yes. But if she says no, fuck her.
Mama.
Your mama loves you. Yes, she does.
Come in.
This is for you.
You like it just as much as I do.
And you hip me to the good stuff.
Well, I hope you're ready to eat. I made your favorite.
Chitlins?
No, your country self. Your other favorite.
Oh, lemon pepper salmon.
Little petite filet, some lobster mash, and asparagus. My version of a surf and Taylor. Have a seat. It'll be ready in a minute. Did you forget something?
Oh.
In this.
Oh, of
If
course.
you don't mind.
You strutted in that store demanding they fix your phone. I paid too much damn money for this phone not to work.
Such a bitch.
You were clear. Jessica,
Taylor.
ladies first.
Okay. I have to tell you something. Like you said, these past 3 months have been, you know. And you also know that I asked for us to wait on being intimate.
You made it hard, but you were right. Because I know I love you. Just for you.
I have to tell you something.
Jessica, I know. You can't cook. It's fine. Kyle will just have to move in.
How do you know that?
Woman, I have my ways. Hey.
I am HIV positive.
Huh?
I wish I could make it untrue.
I was, damn! You what?
Please don't get upset.
Don't get upset!
I understand if you don't want to continue.
Don't do that!
Okay, Taylor, you're scaring me. Please, just sit down.
How? When?
Freshman year, college. I was 17, wide-eyed and inexperienced at everything. I had only ever dated one guy in high school, and I had to sneak to date him. And then once I got to college, I met this guy at orientation. He was a junior. We dated for 2 years. My parents loved him. Everybody loved him. We were gonna get married after I graduated. But then I got sick. Really sick for like a week. And at first I thought it was the flu, but it only got worse. And I didn't think much of it because I'm 17, I'm straight. I've only ever been with 2 guys, so of course, not me.
What does this mean?
It means whatever we want. It turns out my dreams didn't have to change.
You're sick.
No, I have a virus, yes, but I'm in treatment and I'm not dying anytime soon. I've been undetectable for over 10 years, which means that there are so few copies of the virus that they can't even see it, which means I'm healthy. I'll probably live longer than you if you keep eating those chitlins.
It's not funny.
And it's not sad either.
It's supposed to be a new beginning, a life together.
We can protect you. There are drugs you can take. It's called PrEP.
How long?
Every day.
Every day. And there's nothing wrong with me? What if I forget?
There's something for that too. And there's condoms.
With my wife? What about TJ?
Taylor Jr. can still happen. And these days, it's almost 100% chance that he will be healthy. We can have a good life, T. It's like you just said, this is not about sex. I love you.
You got it all figured out, don't you? It's just that easy.
No, I don't. I just don't have a choice.
Choice? You chose to let me fall in love with you, to let me propose to
I didn't know you were gonna propose.
Jessica, the point is, you chose to lie to me for 3 months.
I didn't lie to you.
But you didn't exactly tell the truth, did you? This goes up there with, hey, my name is Jessica, I'm a Leo.
I didn't run a game on you.
Didn't you?
Taylor, I have to protect myself. People are uneducated and they're evil. The minute someone finds out a woman has HIV, they automatically assume she's a slut. She's dying. I'm neither of those things. But their assumptions could ruin my career, my life. And if I just went around announcing it to every guy that I dated for 2 seconds, I risk losing control of my privacy.
Okay, that's not fair, because I'm not just any guy.
Fair, Taylor, I gave up fair 14 years ago. Look, I can't tell you what's right. I can only tell you that I live in a world where people look at HIV as if it's a curse. Someone has cancer, they get sympathy. HIV, we get branded with 3 letters that says, do not have compassion for, does not deserve love.
So what am I supposed to do?
I can't answer that either. I just thought that once you got to know me,
I'd just go along with it. Just like that.
maybe I should have told you sooner.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just accept that love is something I'll never have. But what I won't accept is being made to feel ashamed. Not from you, not from anyone.
I should go.
Taylor. It's still me. Taylor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's still me.
Hey.
Hey.
all right, ladies.
What y'all thought of that movie? I cry every time. Y'all have to excuse me.
It was pretty
But
good.
I will tell you that the conversation, I was going back and forth between the chat on here and the chat in Facebook, and everybody is just ablaze.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to hearing from our guests on tonight. Feel free to post your messages in the chat, and if you would like to speak on screen, please raise your hand and we will spotlight
But
you.
we have someone that's going to say a few words. Is a Miss Rosille, Miss Rosie Hayes. Are you there, Rosie?
I'm here.
Okay, I can't hear you that well.
Can you hear me?
Not that well. Hey, sis.
Hey, hey.
Love you.
Love you all. Love you all. Can you hear me now?
Better. So you can go ahead and speak briefly to the young ladies and people on the line.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Wow is my sentiment to that story. Just wow. And is love truly greater than the status of HIV, of a diagnosis of HIV? Is love greater? Well, let me answer that question for you. I have found out that love is greater because Jessica and Taylor's story spotlights my life. This was me 24 years ago. Same narrative, different result. I'm HIV positive and been living HIV positive for almost 3 decades, 25 years to be exact. And when I was diagnosed, I too had just been asked for my hand in marriage. I can identify with Taylor because my fiance at the time did the same thing when I told him that I was positive. But for me, it's the love for me because love was the test. I knew that if this man was going to be my husband, I would know that this would be the game changer as to whether it was a game for him or I was just some cute girl he wanted to marry. And when I did tell him, he was distraught. He hung up the telephone. And we had a long distance relationship. He lived in Indiana and I lived in Detroit. I didn't hear from him for 14 days. And I was a little distraught because for me, I believed that I was worthy to be loved in spite of. And I thought that he was the one. Well, he did call back 14 days later. And his response to me was, all that you are and all that you have, I just got to do this thing scared. We're going to do this scared. Am I scared? Hell yeah. But I'm going to do it scared because I love you. And 24 years later, we're still in it to win it. And so I just want to say that I understand Taylor's side from my life. I understand how my husband felt. He was very afraid. In the time when I was diagnosed, it was a time when we were dying very, very lonely, painful deaths. We didn't have the benefits of what we have today when I was diagnosed 25 years ago. Nevertheless, love never failed and love pushed through. So my question is, when it's all said and done, is it really love? Is it really love? Because love breaks all rules. Love will break the rules, okay? And love has broken the rule in my life. And I've been married 24 years. And has it been a bed of roses? No. But baby, we in it to win it. We've had 3 children. being diagnosed. My husband is not positive, nor were my children positive. They're all grown now, but we've had a pretty good life after the diagnosis of HIV. So there is hope and there is life after diagnosis. And am I living it like it's golden? God bless you. Thank you for listening.
So ladies, we definitely wanted you guys to get a feel of what our Prep Up Sis sessions are like. This is virtual, but we also do this in person. So this is not it though. It's if you love this, I implore you. We're going to be sending out messages to Miss Lakeisha to keep you guys informed. We also do a host of other things in the community. So we definitely want to ask that you guys, if you're interested in joining us in any capacity, to let Miss Lakeisha know, and she will let us know, and we'll just have a formal conversation with you so you can volunteer your time, however you see fit. But we are all about letting our community know how HIV impacts us and doesn't impact us, because we're going to live life like it's golden on a daily basis. And we want to thank the beautiful ladies of Delta for having us on today to grace you guys with some of our stories and some of our testimonies. And we are just so grateful for everything that you guys are doing in the community as well. And we want to say thank you.
How much more time do we have? I was going to show a PSA. So World AIDS Day was December 1st.
We usually start up around 8:15, 8:30. We do have one hand up, Miss Alicia Bethel.
What's up, namesake? And she spells it like me.
Yes.
Yes, no, I just wanted to comment on the statement that was so powerful, and it resonated with me when it was said that for a person with cancer, they receive sympathy. But for someone who is HIV positive, they automatically receive a stigma. And that, I felt so heavy at the time when that was said, and I really sympathize. And I pray that we need to find a cure, and I pray that we can remove that stigma, and so that HIV can be looked upon as any other disorder. Somebody with diabetes or heart disease or hypertension, people are no longer dying with HIV. They're living now 20, 30, 40 years. I also know a married couple in my church. They've been married like 35 years, and they both are more healthier than myself. I just pray that some kind of way we can remove the stigma, and so that we can give sympathy to anyone that's battling any type of challenge. So that statement resonated with me, and it made me feel so heavy. It was very deep.
Oh, yes, Alicia. Listen, the reality of it, ending the stigma, you see us, three beautiful, vibrant Black women living with HIV. We could have chose to be in the fetal position in the corner and act like nothing ever happened. But God. You know, it ain't what happens to you. It's how you come out on the other side.
That's true.
Either one of us could have chose to just have our diagnosis and live in silence and just continue our life on. But we are women of service. And we are women of service to our community. And if it takes us and the other ladies like us that are a part of our group, as well as all the advocates across the nation, to keep standing up and saying it's okay, get tested. If you're positive, there's treatment. If you're negative, there's PrEP. One way or the other, red pill, blue pill, your choice. So, yeah, when I tell you, when we speak life into the people that we speak with, and every event that feels so welcome and open to people start disclosing. Can you imagine a room of people who've never, I'm tearing up, told their family members their friends or anyone because of stigma. But coming in the room with us, living in our truth, thriving, speaking about it as if it's okay, baby, that in itself is powerful. And that's why we do what we do. When something happens to you, it's not always about you. God wants to see what you're going to do with it. You know, people always say, well, and see that other people get blessed and, well, why not me? Well, what have you done to help someone? What have you done to serve someone? Helping somebody you know and serving somebody you know, that's family. But strangers and being of service and taking something, making lemonade out of lemons, baby. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're showing it's okay, and we're educating people who don't know. Remember earlier I said the only risk factor is unprotected sex. A lot of women are married and coming up positive. And this is one thing I want you guys to hear. When someone comes to us and they're positive, and the first thing, oh, he didn't tell me, and he knew he had it, and he gave it to me. You know what I say? I say, sugar, it takes two to tango. Remember the role you played? Did you wear a condom? Did you protect yourself? We can all point a finger, but how many coming back at us? It's called understanding the role you played in your life. And that's the thing. A lot of times we as women figure because he's the man, we let him take the lead of our life. And we have to stop that, ladies. We are beautiful, strong, powerful, phenomenal, and capable. So new questions, not what's your 401k, how many kids you got, what size shoe you wear. New question, when was your last HIV test and what was the status?
And if you don't know the status, we have resources where you can go get tested. We actually mail people testing kits now. We have home testing kits. I am a certified HIV counselor and tester, me and Alicia. So I can pop up anywhere and give you a test right on the spot. And if you are diagnosed with HIV, I can link you to care just like that. So that's one of the benefits of this.
Yeah, and I don't know, guys, tell us, are we pleasant to receive and open enough for you to want to disclose to? I would think so.
Yeah,
because
a lot of people do.
Yeah. Sometimes all people need is to just see someone doing something that they're afraid of and knowing that it's okay. What was that question? I didn't see it.
We have one person with their hand up and we have a couple of chats. So we'll have Kimberly come on, and then Janine, she'll go through is Janine still on? I assume Janine was on. If
I
not,
can assist with the questions.
Okay, we'll have Alicia go through for the questions.
Hello, ladies. When I saw the video, I thought it was a very powerful video. And I think the reaction from the guy was normal, but I think the reason why she did not say anything because she wanted him to know her as a person and not her illness. And that's why she waited. And I think, honestly, I can understand both sides, but I can see why she waited. I don't see her doing anything wrong. She didn't have sex with him or anything, but she wanted him to know her and then make the decision from there.
Yes, Kimberly, thank you for that. Absolutely. You heard her say she could lose her job, her livelihood. She's a business professional woman, as most of you ladies are.
Right.
So
understood. The love from
Alicia, one of the questions in the chat is, can you explain a little more about PrEP and how can you obtain PrEP?
Absolutely. PrEP is a once-a-day pill that keeps you from contracting HIV. It's kind of like a birth control, but it's for HIV. Let me say this. PrEP is the once-a-day pill to keep you from contracting HIV. It's not to keep you from contracting syphilis, gonorrhea, and all the other STDs and STIs that are out there. So condoms, even with the pill, because you taking a pill to keep you from contracting HIV, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, XYZ, LMNOP. So this we refer to different providers in our PrEP Sis. Most times it's free. The health department prescribes it, and your doctor can prescribe it as well. Anything you want to add, Gina?
Yes. University of Miami also has a PrEP mobile that shows up in different locations around the community. And Miss Lakeisha Moreau, I will get that information to you by tomorrow, so you can have it in your resource guide, or if anyone has any extra questions, they can reach out to us. You have all our contact information.
Okay, so do you need do you need a prescription to be able to obtain PrEP, or can you just walk up to the mobile?
No, okay, so the mobile unit everything is free of charge. It's free of charge. They prescribe, they will test you, they will educate you, they will STD test you, everything. So maybe the next call I have the representative from UM that runs that, the supervisor over that department, to come on and speak with you ladies a little bit more about their services. But I will be sending Miss Lakeisha contact information if you ladies are interested in checking out. Maybe you guys could do a tour, because they do that as well, so you guys could see what's out here in the community. It's a lot of things out here. And one thing that we didn't say was Miami-Dade County ranks #1. So we are we rank #1. So what that means is that we have the highest rate of HIV infections in the United States. So just by living here, you have a better chance of catching HIV. Wow. Just by living here. And that's what that means. Now, we're not going to talk a little bit about the statistics. So our young people between the age of 13 and 24 are #1, because they look at the statistics of everything, and the younger people are who are most at risk. But the second population is the 30 to 60-year-old population. So we have so much to do with you ladies, just to keep you educated, so you guys could keep your families educated, because it may not be for you, but it's for somebody you know.
Yes, yes.
It's always for somebody you know.
Each one reach one,
And what I'm finding, ladies, a lot of women are recently divorced, husband died, wife died, or recently divorced. So they're getting back in the dating field, but it's different than when you was dating your wife or with your husband. It's different. It's new questions we have to ask. So these are some of the things, along with Prep Up Sis, that we do on a regular basis with our women and our men. We pop up at barbershops, leaving condoms for the young men. We always find ourselves deep in conversation with our young men. And when we have to say, oh, child, well, what HIV look like? They be about to pass out looking at us, because it's not a look. So all those things that you had in your imagination about what HIV looks like, you might as well erase that, because it's not a look. We do a language matters seminar, because it's a new way that we talk about people living with HIV. Deltas, ladies, your life will never be the same after you finish with us, because we are here to serve. We want to serve with you. We want to serve with your young ladies that you mentor, because that's what we do. So don't be afraid to reach out. I'm definitely going to be reaching out to Miss Lakeisha. I saw Miss Kay Dawson name. Hi, Miss Kay. She gave me the honor of speaking last year with you ladies. But I'm so happy that you guys invited us back this time, and I just really wanted to have an open conversation about this awesome production that we are putting on in our community.
Someone asked you to tell them a little bit about your consulting service for the youth, Gina.
Oh my God, why you put me out there?
It was in the chat.
Oh goodness. Okay, well, my consulting company is called Real Talk with Gina Grant. So what Real Talk with Gina Grant is just real talk. I have a couple of teenagers that are living with HIV that walk with me. And when I go out to speak, kind of like how we're showing the movie, they will speak. Some born with HIV, some not. But you won't be able to know, you can't tell it. So who better to talk to a young person than a young person? For me, I contracted HIV as a teenager. 25 years now? I'm 46. So I do what I do because the young people are in trouble. So I feel like between the gun violence, the rapid STDs, the gun violence, we're not going to have a generation. And who's going to step in to help? The mommy and daddy are not having this conversation with the young people. So that's what we come in and do. Before COVID happened, we were starting to do home visits with the family unit. So mommy and daddy, you don't have to talk about it. We coming in to talk about it for you. So that's the type of services that Positive People Network, the collective, provides in the community, along with everything else. My day job, I work at the University of Miami. I am been at UN for over 15 years. I am a counselor and tester. I'm an advocate for the department. I'm a research coordinator with the Department of Pediatrics Infectious Disease. I am well-versed in HIV, well-versed in how we can get our community the help that they need. And hey, that's a little bit about me. But it's a lot more to share privately. You know, y'all reach out. We're here. Miss Lakeisha will have all our information. And we will love, after everything is over, we're going to do a private session with you ladies so you guys can get the full experience of Prep Up Sis. Okay? I hope you guys come. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Also, guys, we do services in the community. We're not just HIV and AIDS. We do voter registration. We just did a food distribution for World AIDS Day. We do a lot of our service to the community events in the Miami Gardens area, but we are open to partner with any other agencies or you ladies. It's about community. So however we can better assist our community, that's what we're here for, and that's what we do. So questions on the movie. I was waiting to see that, but I guess I missed it. How much more time do we have? Do I have time to show the PSA? Because for people who are positive, there is an initiative called U equals U. And what that basically means is undetectable viral load means untransmittable. I had a brain, right? So I think it's like 3 minutes, ladies. Do we have time to show it? Lakeisha?
Yes, you have time.
Can you hear it?
Not yet. It's on mute. It appears to be on mute, yeah.
Oh, I didn't hit play.
Viral suppression and U equals U has impacted my life by me being the founder of Positive People Network, Inc., a social organization for people living with HIV in Miami to have a better quality of life and get out of isolation and fear. Viral suppression is one of the things that we tell our clients that if you remain medically adherent and do other things that you need to do, it becomes a part of prevention. And U equals U also allows me to help end the stigma and diminish the fears and isolation that people have of knowing that they're HIV positive. Newly diagnosed people are the hardest to reach, but since we have U equals U, to let them know that undetectable viral load means untransmittable. It takes away the fear of them feeling that they're gonna pass the virus on to their current partners or future partners. So U equals U has done a tremendous job in helping me to help my community to get out of stigma, out of isolation, out of fear, and live a better quality of life. Because this is no longer a death sentence, it's a chronic condition. And living life to the fullest is what we do at PPN, and we show people, we lead by example. U equals U. It's important for you to join me on this journey to 400,000, because every person living with HIV deserves the benefits of U equals U.
Okay. So, yeah. So,
Alicia is on so much stuff, y'all. Y'all wouldn't even believe it. I don't even know how she do it. But she is our fearless leader. She doesn't change. Oh, she's showing her Red Bull. You see her Red Bull? She's about, this time I do it, girl.
Red Bull.
Miss Lakeisha, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm pretty sure this is the start of a great conversation. We definitely trying to get down south area with you guys. I know Miss Dawson is down there as well. We definitely trying to get down in South Miami area to do some things with you guys. So we will be in touch. I guess, is there anything else, ladies?
I think that's it. Let's chat it up. Let's thank them for this open and honest conversation. I mean, it opened my eyes just to think about it. That could have been any one of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that can be all of us. We all can share that experience. We all have different parts of our lives and our times. And what hit me is the only risk factor is unprotected sex. So we can't say it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. And now as a mother, it just kind of impresses on me the importance of making sure that I prepare my daughter when it's time for her to go to high school and go to college. I can't keep thinking, oh, not my baby, not my little princess.
Please.
I have to make sure that we're having those open and honest conversations to let them know that my desire is that you will abstain and that you will not engage in sex outside of marriage. But if you do, that you need to be prepared.
You prepare yourself.
What's going on?
Amen.
And use protection every single time. Every single time. I'm going to share my screen. I'm also going to bring Pastor Dawson on the screen right now. Let me add a spotlight for her so that she can address us. It's good to see you. How you feeling, Dr. Dawson?
I am well.
Good.
Thank you for asking.
Wonderful. And this is our team. I'd like to thank our home team. I'm your citywide coordinator. We have also Alicia Bethel, Dashwell Irwin, Janine Bryan Adderley, Kimberly Douglas, Mother Margaret Williams, Serenity Roscoe, Tamia Spells, and Zahira Calloway. And the one that introduced us all to Research Matters is Dr. Kay Dawson. Would you like to have something to say?
Yes. I want to just say good evening again to everyone. I am Reverend Dr. Kay Williams Dawson, the Community Engagement Coordinator for the DREF Research Matters for All of Us initiative. On behalf of DREF, its Executive Director, Cheryl Thomas, our Program Manager, Dr. Alicia Russey, and the entire Research Matters team, I thank all of you tonight for joining us in this critical and most important research webinar about HIV and AIDS and research and how it impacts the African American community. We thank our Miami Citywide Coordinator, Ms. Lakeisha Morris Moreau, her amazing team of volunteers, our Assistant Engagement Coordinator, Ms. Peyton Terrell, our HPO, the University of Miami, our keynote speakers, Ms. Gina Grant and Ms. Alicia Trammell McIntyre, who gave us a wealth of real talk and information. We want to thank you all for joining us on tonight. This year, the CDC marks the 40th anniversary of the first HIV-related incident, June 5th of 2021. It marked 40 years of us finding out about HIV and then AIDS. And so what we're trying to do is really celebrate 40 years of progress, because HIV does not look anything like it looked 40 years ago. And we know even in the near future, it will not look even as how it looks today. And we almost can't see it today. So there has been a great progress made. And part of that is due to research. And we have to be a part of the research. And so that is why the All of Us Research Program, we are inviting 1 million people across the US to help build the most diverse health database in history. And luckily for our community, researchers will use this data to learn how our biology, our lifestyles, and our environments affect our health. And this may one day help find ways to treat and even prevent, like PrEP, disease. So for more information about the All of Us Research Program, please visit joinallofus.org/DREF. Please go to our social media platforms. And when you see DREF posting, please respond to those posts. Please share, please like, please give some comments, no matter what the subject is. It is so important that we spread this word, that we expand our reach. And this is how we're gonna do it, by all of us that are on here tonight, on our social media platforms, getting that information out. But Ms. Gina Grant and Ms. Alicia coming down south, I just want to let you know that is not far. You all were saying that like that's a long way from where you are, but I would have you to know that down south is not that far. So I look forward to you. The Cathedral of Praise is open always, that you can use it if you want to do anything in person. We are open for business. We as a church ministry, we pass out condoms. Now we preach and we teach abstinence, but for those that are not following that, we are prepared to give you a condom. Amen. And bless you as you go. So please, you guys, come on down south. It's not that far of a trek, and let's do some work together. Thank you all again so much. And I'll now turn it back over to Lakeisha Morris-Moreau. You're doing a great job, Keisha.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm going to share my screen one more time as we prepare to let you all go for the evening. You were introduced to our partners, our featured partners for tonight, the Prep Up Sis program with Positive People's Network, as well as the Enrollment Center. But this is our wall of community partners. These are our day ones. They have been with us throughout, all since last year. And throughout this year, you all will be introduced to each of these community partners as they will begin to be featured when we have our sessions each evening. And we thank them so much for their support. Thank you all for being with us tonight.